What's up, guys? Infinity here, and today we're going to be playing. We're going to be doing something special here today. We're going to be playing against the Magnus Carlsen chess spot, and also apologies for last time in the last video against the 2400 elo bot where I clearly lost the first game and then I won the second game, but that wasn't what. For apologies for the mic being muted. I forgot to put the mic on, but anyways, we're going into this series where we're gonna go on headstrong and we're gonna play against the ultimate alpha Magnus Carlsen, the former world chess champion and greatest chess player of all time, or one of the greatest. And he peaked at 2882, the highest rating in history, and he became Grandmaster at 13, one of the youngest Grandmasters, and beat a world champion at 13 for the first time. So we're going to be going straight into it, and we're going to see how we do here. So, as you can see, I've eaten quite a bit of botch. Some grandmasters even. Caruana too. All right. Hi, I'm Magnus Carlsen. Okay, let's settle in for something a little bit solid. Let's go with d4. He goes knight f3. Reasonable. Let's go. He goes knight f6. Oh, okay, I go knight f3. Yeah, knight f6, sorry. Now he goes g6. He's opening the door for Yen Shadow the bishop on the g7 square so he can castle. And then play d6, open up the doors for the minor pieces on this queen side, and bring his knight into d7, breaking the center on e5, and play c5, e5, whatnot, open the door for the queen, open up his minor pieces. He wants to break open the tension, create some tension, and open the door for his pieces while breaking open and creating a center and destroying and attacking my d4 pawn structure. So there's got to be a little bit that we can do about that. Maybe we can do e3 or maybe c4. Like my options here, but let's try a little bit aggressive here. Okay, bishop g7. Let's just play knight c3 and e4, take up the center, and then play bishop d3 followed by queen c2 and castles, and then rook e1 followed by bishop f4 and h3, and then rook e1, double up the rooks, and I have like a pretty good open hand here. Maybe even trade off kingside bishops on Carlsen's side, get a good trade off the dark square bishops around Carlsen's king side and open up the king side for potential danger here. Okay, he immediately attacks, but I go e3. It's good to see you find defensive moves like that. King safety is important indeed. Thank you, Magnus. I agree. I can appreciate a good night move every once in a while. Yeah, you can say that. Let's just castle, get my king safe now. Now, if I take on e4 and then he takes back with the bishop, then I bring my bishop back to d3, and then exchanges, then simply he plays e5, and then that doesn't gain much. I get my queen. This pawn is pinned, and then I have to go rook d1 and get an isolated pawn, which is not really favorable, but I could probably manage something like knight takes this knight, and then he takes back the bishop. Bishop backs to e2, and then followed by bishop d2, rook c1, and whatnot. Yeah, let's just do that for now. But he's opening up a little bit. What do I do about this? So he is striking. So if I take, he takes back with the knight. Then I take with the knight. Then he takes with the bishop. Then I don't I get this. I trade queens. Then okay, he takes with the rook. Bishop takes. Bishop back to b3. Whatnot. Let's not open his diagonal right away. Let's make him trade first. Because then I have more chances here, don't I? Not many people can reach an endgame against me and even less win. Thank you, Magnus. I appreciate that. I think I have something here. Maybe if I go knight to d4, I can sacrifice the pawn. Okay, bishop takes, pawn takes, then rook takes. But then I think I get the bishop out to e3, and then I win a tempo, don't I? I might be clever, but then he has c5. Let's see how that works here. Yeah, c5 is crushing, man. What do I do here? I'm in a little bit of a developmental trouble. I'm making some good moves, yeah. Not good enough, though. The real me would probably play a better move, but the bot me would say that. Well, I'd like to say, I'd like to play the real you. What do I do here? Do I do... Okay, if I go knight e1, he has bishop e2. What do I do? What do I do here? This is a tough spot. How do I fight back here? Do I go? Do I play a waiting move? Do I? How do I increase my chances of at least a draw here? Maybe I just play here. I respect you for challenging me, but I don't fear you. Respect that. A world champion uses all their pieces, of course, of course. Now, if I move the knight, that's checkmate. Of course, I'm going to see that. Good. People forget the king can get on the active piece too. The tension is building. It is. I've won the world title in every control. I bet you did. This move is excellent if I do say so myself. I'd say so. Good move, yeah. Okay, maybe if I get pass pawn with e4 and then I manage to, he takes my rook. I play bishop b2, he plays bishop b1, and then he takes my rook, and then I take the bishop, and he takes the rook, and then I take the pawn. Then maybe I get a chance here. I don't know, how am I saving this position? But it looks lost to me. Oh, but then bishop b2, and he has bishop takes d2. Oh no, this looks like a good pass pawn. Maybe I should give up the rook. Oh, maybe. Yeah, let's see if I can get something here. Okay. All right, this looks like it so far. I don't see any way I could turn this around. So the lessons here were maybe, I don't know, if I had back here, maybe if I had analyzed this a little bit better and not taken, but had gone this looks a little hard to, okay, if I had not taken, but I'd gone bishop d3, that centralized the bishop. Okay, let me sort in the review a little bit. Let's slide this piece over here, don't worry, it's a good move. I bet. GG's. Alright, let's review the part. Some positional missteps let your opponent see the advantage in the middle of the game. Okay. What? I played like a 1750 in this game? No one. Well, I'm going off 24 hours no sleep, 24 plus hours no sleep, so it's no surprise. But guess this was a challenge and a learning lesson. Okay, we're gonna come back stronger in the next one. Promise. But I think the lesson here was over here.
Very good choice. Right. This is well done.
Okay, back.
Very
Right
you missed.
about.
You over takes. This move. This move. This move. You over. This is an equal trade. Recapturing. You overlooked enough. This move. Castling. This move. This misses an opportunity. This isn't recapturing. You've this off.
Right about here, if I had gone bishop to d3 and put pressure on the knight, this would have forced it to take on the c3 square. And then the b2 pawn takes back on c3. And then this bishop f5 takes back on d3. And then I take back. This would have liquidated my chances, and maybe I would have had a stronger center and a stronger play. Maybe he would have played e5, but then I'd have queen d2, and then once he puts e4, then I play knight knight f to d2, then b3, push the bishop to d2, play queen c2, connect rooks, and play on the open b file and whatnot. Maybe even bring my bishop on b2. But I overlooked a little bit of things. And it sometimes happens. But at least I learned for next time. So.
Takes. You over. That was. You missed. This. You take back. This moves your bishop to a. This move is okay, but not. Very. A solid choice. Well done. Very. This is very. This forces the opponent. You've moved your piece. This can. And the game.
Okay, that was about
You shield. This continues down. You can. Very precise.
And
this
over
is
here,
a solid. This is a fine move.
Magnus is very good at
well done, an excellent.
converting small
A solid.
advantages.
You found recap. This
Should not have let him get the bishop
this,
pair. That's another
you
mistake.
missed. That was a fair trade. You missed. This threatens to cap.
And I overlooked an opportunity to win the tempo by threatening the bishop. Yeah.
This
The engine
takes
knows
back.
everything, so
This all. You exchange.
maybe perhaps I messed
This
up
threatens
over
to
here.
capture a pawn and win material after the follow-up. After all captures, this is an equal. This win.
Okay, if I had threatened the bishop, then I would want a tempo. Plus, you get to open up the d file again later, and then bring the bishop. It's just a good move. It opens up my bishop's diagonal too.
After all, this threatens to force it. You found. Good job. Well done. This prevents the right. The bishop. Very. Apply. This forces the opponent. You step your king away from. And the game.
All right, you guys, that was it, and hope you learned pick up a few lessons from here, and I'm glad that I'm starting to see improvements, and I'm learning from my losses gradually, and improving every day, and challenging the big guys, and one day I'll be an all-star too, hopefully. Have a great day, and subscribe and like. Goodbye.